Hey all, it is Saturday night. It's time for the Saturday anime stream. That's right. Hello everyone. How's it going? That was kind of low energy, wasn't it? I always have a great time, and I'm really looking forward to this. Um, so actually, JJ, we've been waiting for you. We have not been watching Nadia. Waiting for you to come back, so I'm gonna have to catch up myself. Funny how that is. Um, I actually, I think the first week I couldn't. I was just bone tired, so I didn't stream Nadia. So that's funny. So unfortunately, I have some bad news to share before we go any further. I received my second copyright strike today on the YouTube channel. That's right. Both of them are against my old Toriko reviews from like 6 years ago. So I'm faced with this very difficult decision. Uh, if I get one more copyright strike, this channel gets shut down permanently. If I challenge the copyright strikes, and for whatever reason they disagree with the challenge, they will shut down this YouTube channel permanently. So, you know, that is that's a thing. I've got to figure out what to do with. And as I mentioned to some other folks, if I if I get if I try to uh, what's the term challenge it, I have to click a checkbox that says I have the rights to everything in this video. And technically, I did not get the rights of the copyright owners behind Toriko to make that review. So, you know, technically that is not true, and they could do that. So I have made a couple of like sub channels on here. One is for my DMing stuff. And I started posting videos there. But I think if this channel gets shut down, those get shut down too. I'd have to set up a completely different YouTube channel. I do have archives of I think all of my old videos. So I think all the rendered videos should be in my on my backup drives. I may have missed a stretch here and there, but the vast majority of them should be there. Taking down the video doesn't help. The copyright strike is already in effect, and it doesn't affect the strike. So that unfortunately I'm too late on that one. So I could start up a completely different second channel, and different email address, different all that kind of stuff. Although I don't know what I do about the phone number, because I think the phone number is with this account. Anyway, so that's worrying. This might be our last week Saturday stream for who knows. So obviously, if I do have to do a new channel, I'll post it on the Discord. I'll post it on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. It'll be on the YouTube channel, geekarchaeology.com. It would actually be a good chance to start up Otaku Archaeology, as we were talking about before, doing an Otaku Archaeology channel to be more sort of anime focused. Would not necessarily be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I know there are services you can use that will set up a temporary phone number without having to do like a whole burner phone. But maybe I do a burner phone. Who knows? So yeah, kind of sucky, kind of unfortunate. So we're gonna have to see. But like I said, it might actually be a good opportunity to kind of to reset. So the more I talk about this, the more we talk about it. This is why I'm glad to have you guys here. Why don't I just do that? Just create a whole new channel. None of these copyright strikes, none of the weird problems with videos getting low views because of old things. it might not be a bad idea to just have a wholly new thing. Hey, Ginger Gaiden. Good to see you. Gaiden, whatever. Good to see you. Yeah, how are things? Hope everyone's staying safe in these troubled, frightening times. Everyone's freaked out. I actually have a problem with my geekiness. I've been doing some resin printing recently. Check my Twitter for more on that. And the problem is that resin prints need to be washed off in an alcohol solution. And there's no more like isopropyl alcohol for sale anywhere. Not even on Amazon. It's all sold out. So I can't really wash my prints until that stuff comes back on the market. And I'm not sure if there's any issues with. I'm not sure if I could like use vodka. Or if that would like make the prints smell. boozy 3D prints. Be kind of weird. They're trying to make curry bread. Good for you, Jay. That sounds delish. Yeah, sorry you couldn't make it to Star City, Ginger. I had a great time. I'll say that much. Really enjoyed all that kind of stuff. Walmart doesn't have any either. Yeah, my CVS is out. Amazon's out, so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Star City had a small year this year, but that's, various factors involved there. Competing conventions, all that fun stuff. Usually fry it. That's interesting. Cool. Hey, Game Escape. Good to see you. So yeah, I may end up just making a whole new YouTube channel, and I could put all the old content there, all the old videos there. Although no, I can't. So I can't post the old videos there because YouTube will see that they are they match an existing video. They'll see the signatures on those. So I'll have to figure out something on that one. I'm not sure. I could certainly like slice off pieces of them, like remove the opening and ending. Maybe we'll see. Oh, you were mad about Otakon that year. Sorry to hear that. So yeah, we have a whole thing. Oh, hey Russ, good to see you. Yeah, we had a good long talk about Star City's smallness a couple weeks ago, which is just the nature of cons sometimes. That is reality. Apple crisp. Ooh, I should do that. That's a great idea. Have some apple sitting in there. That'd be a good little treat to have. Ooh, you know what? I have some little like graham cracker crusts. I should use those and make some. Yeah, I may do that. Homemade ice cream. Dang, Jay, you are showing us up. You're doing the whole hobby hopper thing. Exactly it. So I have Game Escape. I have 2 copyright strikes now, as of this morning, or as of like this afternoon when I checked, both for old Toriko videos. So the problem is if I get a third one, they shut down the channel permanently, and if I challenge them and they disagree, then they shut down the channel permanently. So I don't know. I don't have a really good good solution to that. So we were saying it might be a good idea to just make a second channel, set it up and get going. Hey Brad, good to see you. Good to see you. Everyone's showing up. That's nice. Brad lives. He lives. So yeah, like I said, it might be a good idea just for a sort of a branding refresh anyway. Be fun. And like I said, I'd update all of the Twitters and the websites and all that stuff. So yeah, Brad, I got another copyright strike. Life is good. Yeah, and then just see what happens with the copyright strikes. But I do think that this channel has been affected just over time by the amount of content I have and how much it's recommended and so forth. And it has depressed the number of views I get. My stuff just does not get recommended out. And I've been doing things to affect that, but it might not be a bad idea to refresh. I can delete the strike videos, but as far as I know, that does not affect the copyright strikes. The copyright strikes are still in effect. There's no arbitrage system because I'm not an influencer. I don't have somebody at YouTube to talk to. I cannot approach them and say, hey, here's what happened. As a lot of the big YouTubers, when this happens, they talk about that because YouTube has reached out to them and they have contacts with them there. I'm not that. So as far as I know, there's nothing in the system to do that. Obviously, I could delete the video, but as far as I know, it's not going to actually change the status. That said, and I do hate taking down old videos, but right now, I'm going to go and I'm going to delete both of those videos. Very weird. So one's from November 2010, the other's from January 2011. So a decade ago. It's weird. I searched for them. No, I wanted to. Okay, this is really weird. I pulled it up, but it's not showing me any of the content about it. Huh. So the strikes will resolve after 3 months. They will kind of go away after 3 months. Yeah, that's weird. I searched for the video, but it is showing up as just all blank text. Oh, no, there's stuff here. Details. How do I delete? I can't delete it. Delete. We're going to delete this video. Torco deep. Yep. Okay. And again, I don't, this is a review of a manga that no one cares about anymore, frankly. So I've deleted both of those. And we'll see if that does anything. Who knows? That's a good idea, Brad. Time for a meeting of the minds, a meeting of all that stuff. I'll reach out and see. I thought we were going to do that. My concern is I don't know if they're going to do anything else. And the company that did this, people have been saying just sort of sends out copyright strikes. I don't think they're actually a licensor of Toriko. So I go back to my dashboard. So I still have 2 copyright strikes on me. I went ahead and deleted the videos. But yeah, it's still showing as copyright strikes. So it didn't seem to have helped. Although maybe there'll be a, some 24-hour refresh or something. Who knows? But that's the thing, Jay. If I remove all my anime reviews, what's the point of this channel then? Right? That's kind of the whole point of the channel. Hey, Gorilla. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, like I said, it's probably a good idea to do. I do not. Let me see here. Red strikes. Select action. Submit counter notification. So the problem now. See, I can't do that now. A counter notification is a legal request for YouTube to reinstate a video that's been removed. But it's already been removed. So by deleting those videos, actually, I can no longer do that. So that's unfortunate. Didn't realize that. Huh. Yeah, I don't think the fair use notification actually helps. I've not seen any evidence. Maybe it does, but I've not seen any like clear evidence that that actually changes anything. Unfortunately. So, yeah, I think it's second channel time. So we'll see. Maybe over the next couple of weeks I'll do that. I'm not in any huge rush. I can always make a new channel. And also, yeah, I mean, I love chatting with you all every week, but also like I don't, if the channel went away, at least for a while, if I wasn't doing this every week, I would survive. I would find other processes, I'd find other things to do, other ways of talking with folks. So, channels are one thing, life is another. So we'll figure something out. But Rent's Anime Review Corner, that was a thing for a while. Oh, Brad! Ouch! Ouch! Digital currency. Can't go back. Oh, that's painful. Oh, man. Yeah, there's only been times when I've been on stores and I've gone ahead and purchased. Been like, is that what I want? Oh, whoops. That was the wrong game, or that was the wrong thing, whatever. Granted, I've had times when I've like bought anime that way, where I've gone and added a whole bunch of anime to my cart, like DVDs and such, and then click checkout and not realize that I had added like a whole bunch of things to my cart, and then like yeah, check out, and then next day see $200 on the credit card bill, like what? Oh, ouch. How does what translate into real money? Yeah. Oh yeah. The premium currency, $95. Oof. Ouch. Dang. Yeah. That's rough. Time to get on Indiegogo. Ask for folks to get back to you and do some crowdfunding on Indiegogo to get your money back. Appreciated, Gorilla Monsoon. Again, if that happens, check the Twitter, check the website, check Discord. I'll post a link to whatever is the new thing. So you'll find a way to get to me. But FYI, that really looks questionable. I just realized that's a really odd looking. It's a crystal. It's a crystal for D&D, like a crystal tower. It's kind of an odd thing. Yeah, it's in fact, if you're curious, it looks really cool. It's a crystal tower, but it's kind of hard to make a crystal that doesn't look, like a certain thing. So, and obviously each level comes out. Hard to see because it's all transparent, but looks neat. But you don't really see it from the other angle. So I didn't really realize. Maybe I'll move that over here for now. Yeah, there goes there's a third strike. Definitely. I'm actually amused. Remember when I did the live stream on hentai and I had like the extremely ecchi image in the background, and I accidentally had certain parts of a breast visible. I didn't realize it, and I didn't take it down. Oh, yeah. That's the thing, is that represents real work, real effort. All that stuff. It's why they do it. That's why they do it in those games. It's because that, you know, it has tangible value. Hey, Becca, good to see you. Yeah, that really sucks. I do not hate unclothed anime girls. Quite the opposite. I just don't talk about it here on the channel because that is A, how you get taken down, and B, not really the focus of what we do here. Anyway, that's weird. Oh, hear that? There we go. Oh, and I need to do the one thing I've learned. If the video is, once the video is set the focus to manual. Otherwise, it keeps focusing in and out, right? Because I'm not in the center of the frame anymore. All right, let's see how this works. Yeah. It's just in. Geek Archaeology, on the brink of disaster. News at 11. All right, let's see how this goes. Welcome back to the latest anime news for the week ending March 7th, 2020, and I'll admit there's not too much this week. It's been kind of a quiet week for anime news, but we do have a few things to talk about. Due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, COVID-19 worldwide, a lot of Japanese kids are staying at home. Schools have been canceled for a few weeks, but also a lot of like kids events and outings and things have also been canceled. So a lot of kids are kind of staying at home, unable to do much, and so the kids station channel and the Animax channel, both are premium anime channels in Japan, have announced that they're going free from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. through the rest of March, so the kids who are staying home can at least watch anime and not feel bored the entire time. Really, really nice. And also, just to give you an idea, Kids Station broadcasts Pokemon, Yokai Watch, Anpan Man, etc. Animax has Dragon Ball. That time we got reincarnated as a slime, which seems like it might be a little kid-unfriendly at times, but whatever. And Lupin the Third Part 2, which is definitely not very kid-friendly a lot of the time, but whatever. This is a trend, actually, in a bunch of other companies. Shogakukan's Sunday Webry manga website has announced they're putting a bunch of their manga for free. Shueisha is also posting back issues of its magazines for free. And so just in general, folks are kind of giving away content to kids as they're kind of having to deal with this in kind of a trying time. So good on them for that. Well done. Moving on, the Shirobako film opened recently, and good news, it came out at number 3 in the box office, earning about $1 million US equivalent, which is pretty darn nice. It opened in 158 theaters in Japan last Saturday. It actually sold less tickets than the number 2 film, but Shirobako's tickets were more expensive, so it kind of worked out anyway. Film was directed by Tsutomu Mitsushima, whose most recent anime film was Girls in Panzer der Film, and Shirobako earned a little less than that, about 90% of what the Girls in Panzer film did, but still not too bad. The Eiga.com website projects that the Shirobako film should earn about the equivalent of US $9 million over the course of its run, maybe more. So here's hoping. Good to see that Shirobako is progressing nicely in terms of its fandom. If you're a fan of Evangelion, good news, although you probably want to be more on the Japanese side for things. The official Japanese Evangelion app EVA Extra is going to have EVA 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 available on the app for free. So if you have the app, you'll be able to watch You're Not Alone, You Cannot Advance, and You Cannot Redo. And they'll be available through the end of March on there. And if you want, you can also play Pen Pen's Arctic Adventure for free on the app. Because who doesn't want to do that? Also in coronavirus news, South by Southwest was canceled this past week. Bringing that up because Shinichiro Watanabe was going to be there along with the two singers behind Carol and Tuesday. And so, unfortunately, that event is not going to be happening. So, if you are into that, unfortunately, not going to be there. So, here's hoping that this all gets resolved quickly and we can move back to all of that. We can move back to normal. But yeah, if you're looking forward to that, sorry, no South by Southwest. Finally, RADWIMPS, the sort of slightly oddly named to English-speaking ears rock band behind the soundtracks for Weathering With You and Your Name, has announced a world tour to happen this year, which will include the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So if you're a fan of RADWIMPS, they'll be in LA, Dallas, Toronto, New York, and Mexico City in July. So keep an eye out for that. Should be pretty fun. The band was formed back in 2001, and they did, as mentioned, the soundtracks, the entire soundtrack for Weathering With You and Your Name. So fans of that, look forward to that. Always good to see more Japanese acts touring the world and available to their fans. That's all the news for this week. Yeah, it's not much. It's kind of quiet, but that's just kind of the week that was. So thanks for watching. See you next time. That's that. Hey. Yeah, it was. It's a quiet week. It's a quiet week in Lake Wobegon, where all the events are canceled, all the channels are being shut down, and all the anime is above average. But yeah, I was skimming through the news, and there just wasn't that much. I mean, there were some announcements of, Crunchyroll will be airing this anime, and Funimation will be airing this anime, and here's some artwork from this upcoming anime series, but nothing like really earth-shattering or notable. A few folks passed away this past week, some voice actors. One of the writers on Transformers passed away, sadly. But otherwise, just not a lot. Yeah. So yeah, no, we have not at work. They've canceled all like non-essential business travel, which is basically all business travel has been canceled. And they shut down one of the shuttles that goes between two of our more distant sites. So obviously if we can travel on our own if we want to, but like if you're interviewing or you want to travel to a different site for work. Like, nope, just, do video chat, whatever. That's the main thing right now. Sure he will, JJ. Sure he will. That's just something I've been thinking about is maybe YouTube isn't the best place for this anymore. Maybe YouTube is not the best, platform for this kind of thing. I did stream on Twitch a while back. I did have a Twitch, live stream. Maybe we could try that. Move over to that platform. I don't know. Possible. I don't know if there's any other really great live streaming service out there right now. No, there are a few competitors, but nothing like. And obviously, YouTube is the big one, but it don't have to be the big one. Oh yeah, man! I hate all that Twitch stuff, all the bits and the subscribe now and all that stuff. That gives me the willies. Um, I wonder if there's a way to set up a YouTube channel to just be a straight channel, like not showing ads, not doing it, just there. Because I don't want to make money off Twitch. I'm not interested in making money off Twitch. I don't want to do any of that. So I wonder if you can just set all set the ads to no on Twitch. I don't know. I suspect you cannot. I have looked into actually like hosting my own live streams. Yeah, there's a really good video out there on YouTube called "There Is No Algorithm for Truth," which delves into a lot of kind of the fundamental issues behind any video platform. Rather, any video platform that is run by a single organization and that has large reach. That there are sort of systemic problems that cannot just be solved through technology or money or whatever. You will eventually get certain bad actors on the platform. And you will get other sort of problems. And it talks about the whole idea that Twitch has evolved to a platform where people are kind of selling friendship. And they are making money and pushing people to give them money in return for attention, in return for getting mentioned on the stream, things like that. And I do find that kind of creepy. Well, that's the thing, Akko, is that it's every organization has biases, and once you have a large platform, you have to at some point realize, or you have to at some point acknowledge that you are going to get extremists on there. You're going to get people who are trying to organize a takedown of a government, or whatever, or who want to, or who honestly believe that a certain segment of the population is inferior to them. And you have to decide, and at some point you're going to have to censor that or deal with it or whatever. A PBS YouTube spinoff, I like it. And so every organization has to figure out where it is on that spectrum. Like at what point are you posting something that is unacceptable because it is dangerous because of whatever. And you can't get around that. And whatever that organization's biases are, tell you where they are in that spectrum. And that doesn't mean that, any given organization is necessarily wrong. It's just that, the people running it have decided that's where they stand. YouTube has its stance, Twitch has its stance, Facebook has its stance, all that stuff. And you just, that is the reality of any company that has a large platform. Again, if you're small, you can afford to be either not selective or more selective, whatever. And that's the problem with YouTube and Twitch, is that you have to be everything for everyone. You have to have the same policies in place for every community on your platform. And I think that is fundamentally, that is going to fundamentally be ineffective for a significant percentage of that population. You cannot have one policy that works for everyone. You have to, but it's, you have to have one policy, one consistent policy, but it is going to be bad for certain people. YouTube had that problem with its AI training algorithms, where it would find correlations that we would consider to be unfair or unethical, but that were actual correlations, and that these sorts of people tend to talk about this sort of thing, which is considered improper for this platform. So yeah. Yeah, absolutely, JJ. The Wild West is gone. I mean, there are still Wild West places, but most people now hang out in very safe. I mean, not safe, in very well established places. Facebook has not changed all that much technologically, for years and years and years. And that's, pluses and minuses, right? You can come across some very scary people back in the day. And there's certainly horror stories of bad things that happened to people on the internet back in the day. But that's things. That is life. I was talking to somebody recently on Discord about Serial Experiments Lane, and how well it was able to predict the problems of the internet. The fact that people are more aggressive online, the fact that people are a little more fake online, that people are that the anonymity of the internet allows people to do abusive things online. I don't know. It's really neat seeing people that do that, that are able to so easily see, maybe not easily, but so clearly see those things about the internet and those things about reality. No, Akko, we're all doomed. We're all gonna die. In about 3 days, we're all gonna die. Kidding. It's serious, but people are doing the right thing to contain it. It's definitely a very virulent disease, but out of an overabundance of caution, everyone's doing the right thing by kind of shutting down, saying let's not, spread it out. But yeah, I'm not freaking out. I'll tell you that much. And yeah, panic is rarely an effective solution to any problem. Don't freak out. Don't stock up on breathing masks. If you want to have a box of breathing masks around just in case, understandable. But don't, fill a closet with them. Anyway. Praise happy much of the world. But yeah, and I say this as somebody where, we have cases near here, relatively near here, within easy driving distance of where I live. So it's real for me, but I don't think we need to panic. I don't think we need to expect the world to collapse. I think that's kind of Y2K speaking. And we've got plenty of we've got plenty of viruses that came out. Bird flu. And anyone remember bird flu? How that was gonna take down the world. So, Kitsune mask. There we go. Yeah, I live near Washington D.C., so that is very much on my mind. So yeah, I'm planning on making some bread from scratch, Jay. Like literally, flour, water, salt, yeast, and just kneading that. I'll probably knead it in like a stand mixer, but no bread machine, no nothing. Just do that and bake it that way. See how that works. Looking forward to doing that. I have a nice little easy recipe for shortbread cookies. So very simple, just like sugar cookies, which I like a lot. No, but I think it'd be cool to see the Plague Doctor uniform come back. I think if the folks dealing with coronavirus wore giant crow's masks, folks would really pay attention. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I made French bread in the past. That'd be a good idea. Make some more French bread. I have a very easy bread machine French bread recipe where you make the dough in the bread machine and then take it out and form it out and do that. Making a mess. Yeah, nice. I've tried making what is that? A Boston bread, Boston baked bread, whatever. It's bread baked in a tin. Like Boston brown bread, I think is the term for it, and it was not bad. Definitely an experience. Yeah. You know what? I think it's time for a giveaway. Because right over here... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Change of plan. I have here an exclusive poster only given to people who went to see Weathering with You in theaters. Lovely poster, handed out, and I'm going to give this away right now on the live stream. And we're going to do that, I'm going to see how this works, using the new, didn't work out very well, but I tried my best, and I'm going to have to fix, actually, my camera, because it needs to be able to focus. Because sure enough, yes, I did it. This is an anime genre D10. Now, as I said, there are some issues with this. Coloring it in turned out to be a problem. But things like sports is pretty readable. Shoujo is pretty readable. Other things are not. Like this face did not turn out at all. Magical Girl is pretty reasonable, pretty readable. But Mecha was a real mess because of the fade there. Idol is fairly readable. But it did kind of work out fairly well. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put up over on the side here. I think I have somewhere, hopefully. Did I put it over here? Where did I put it? Drawing. No, wrong thing. Sorry. I thought I had it. I thought I had the giveaway image here somewhere. Do I not? Do I not? Really? All right, well, what if I did this? What if I went here, and I went over here, and over here, I went to that folder, and I selected this. And then I moved this to here. That would work pretty well. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll this die. And you all get to guess on which genre it falls in. And whoever guesses wins the poster. If you're not interested, just don't guess. And whoever guesses first wins the poster. I have just rolled. It has rolled on a genre that is clearly visible. Go ahead and guess, and whoever guesses it gets the poster. And we'll see how this works out. No one's guessed it yet that I've seen. It's still out there, still up. So you're winning this lovely Weathering with You poster. That's what you're going for. Nobody's got it yet. You may guess multiple times. Just give it a little time for me to see what you're doing. And Admiral Sheps wins. Congratulations. That's a little problematic. We landed on historical. Congratulations, Admiral Sheps. Please do me a favor and PM me with your mailing address. And I will mail out your new copy of this Weathering with You poster. Congratulations. Oh, wait. I didn't do it right, did I? Congratulations! Yay! Yay! Well done! Woo! Congratulations! Yay! So yes. Good going. And now I get to get rid of some of the stuff in my closet. So, honestly, a lot of the giveaway is just getting rid of old stuff, old anime, DVDs and such. But that was a neat thing that I got at the movie theater. I thought somebody else would like this. Somebody else would appreciate that. Put that up on the put up on a wall somewhere. You'll see. Yeah, I'm not going to deliver it personally. Sadly, no. Unlikely that that's going to work out. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to keep working on them. I will probably end up printing out like a larger die. So this is like standard die size, but I'll probably print out like a really big one. So then I can color in the shapes, color in the genres, and it'll be a little clearer, easier to read, easier to kind of roll. Oh, nice, Jay. You already have one. So there we go. So yeah, I'll give that a try. We'll see what a larger die would look like. These are certainly not going to be, they're not going to roll true either, but that's not really the point anyway, right? We'll just roll it once a week and see what happens. So, yeah. So, who knows? Yeah, there we go, JJ. The full Monty. The full thing. I have been thinking about hosting a convention this summer. Inviting folks out to like not literally to my house, as in everyone sleeps here, but invite everyone out to where I live in general, and have a bit of a con. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Invite folks out to, and again, the general state area, within easy driving distance of me, not as in my house. But I think that'll be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll not be doing the full Monty in the package. Sorry. So yeah, gotta figure out exactly how that would work. There's actually a hotel very close to where I live, which that's a hint. But in other words, it's close enough away that I can get to it very easily, and that would be kind of nice to be able to have something where we could all hang out, enjoy, play around, watch anime. We'll see. So yeah, I'll keep you all informed if that comes together. Like I said, just sort of a weekend little small dig fest. I love it. The issue is, so we could certainly do it. I could certainly say basically, here's a hotel, everyone come here. Expense becomes a bit of an issue, and we could technically use a conference room there or something. We'd have to pay for it. So I have to figure out how that would work, how much it would cost, etc. Or do maybe maybe find a library. Find some local conventions, not convention space, but some shared space that we could grab for a weekend. So who knows? But I think there's some possibilities there. Like I said, it would be fun to do that, show off the YouTube StrikeCon 2020. There we are. Coronavirus. Coronavirus Survival, Zombie Apocalypse Edition. Game Escape asked, good anime that deal with viral outbreaks. The one that leaps to mind, obviously, is High School of the Dead. Can't think of a stronger example than that one, as that is exactly what it is about. Other than that, viral outbreaks and kind of disease in general. That's the only one I can think of, oddly enough. That's interesting. Parasite, fair enough. And I still say High School of the Dead is the most perfectly executed zombie survival horror story I've ever seen for those first 5 episodes. There's also some weird fan service sprinkled into it. But that up until they reach that first safe house, that is a practically perfect zombie survival horror storyline. Oh, Cells at Work, of course, Solid Cumby. Durhay. Why did I not think about that? School Live, good point. I've not seen School Live yet, so that is on the on my list. I don't think of any mecha that deal with viral outbreaks. You'd think there'd be some sort of biological pandemic that a mecha deals with at some point, but I can't think of one. Yeah, yeah. G Gundam's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, technically. Ergo Proxy, okay, yeah. Let's see here. What else it deals with? Oh, there's an Osamu Tezuka manga and anime that's like set inside the human body. So sort of and the characters can like shrink themselves down microscopically and do the whole was a Fantastic Voyage thing. But that was it was an old manga, old anime. Macross Delta. It might. I've not seen Macross Delta. This is weird. Bubblegum Crisis. Technically, it's androids that are going berserk, and it's implied that is a thing that has been in one of the series at least it was kind of shown that it's some kind of like computer virus, a mess up in the programming kind of a thing. VAR syndrome. Varu syndrome. Makes sense. And I would argue that the boomers in Bubblegum Crisis are, pretty close metaphors for people getting diseased in a scary way. Ghost in the Shell. I'm trying to think. I can't remember precisely what the virus stuff in Ghost in the Shell, but I remember there being stuff like that in that. I'm trying to think of other anime that had people, it must. Oh, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. Oh, I didn't know that was a plotline in JJ. Cool. Laughing Man. Okay, yeah, that's true. Laughing Man is definitely... Well, even the Individual 11, that's technically a virus. It's like a philosophical virus. It's a conceptual virus. But... Yeah, there gotta be other anime where folks are mutating into evil creatures. Yeah, it is interesting that that disease is not a common thing in anime, and I wonder if that's a cultural thing, where that's just not commonly addressed in pop culture. Although, granted, I can't think of a lot of like Western storytelling that deals a lot with like disease. Kill la Kill. I could, again, sort of a stretch, but there's an element there. Ishizoku reviewers. I'm sure there are many diseases going around in Ishizoku reviewers. That is true. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be stuff around COVID-19 in anime within the next 5 years. Totally. They'll wait a little while for it not to be too topical, but yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Game Escape, that zombieism is often a metaphor for disease. You certainly look at Night of the Living Dead, and that's plague. That's pretty clearly plague. Yeah, I don't know, Jay. I mean, vampirism is it's tough because vampirism is more consciously transmitted. So while it is certainly a transmission of a condition, it's I think like one step to the side of that, because there's an implied actor behind it. Somebody is literally going around doing this as opposed to just kind of jumping people. I have not seen an Evangelion app with a controller, although that does not surprise me one bit. People put things. People buy Evangelion stuff. I don't know if you noticed this, but Evangelion merchandise seems to sell well. Yeah, vampires reflect artisan. Although, interestingly, originally vampirism was more disease. So the original stories of vampirism was basically, the dead would rise up and infect other corpses and create more dead, and it was basically a Walking Dead kind of a situation. But it was the dead creating more and more of them, and then they could actually infect the living. And so then it became a forbidden eroticism and forbidden sexuality and so forth. Oh, interesting, JJ. I didn't know that. Good point. Anyway, Admiral Sheps, Nausicaa. Yeah. The miasma is definitely there, and you have the Dorok Empire, which sort of intentionally uses bits of the miasma in like religious circumstances and kind of mutates themselves intentionally. So yeah, that's definitely there. Yeah. Please post that in the Discord, Solid Cumbie. I'm curious because that's a thing. Always interesting to see what folks will buy Evangelion wise, because it seems like anything. Speaking of which, I was going to show this off at on one of the live streams, but since I don't have my wall scrolls down there, I was looking for an Evangelion wall scroll, and it's tough because it's either one of those three sort of classic Evangelion posters that everyone's seen a million times, or it's Half Naked Ray or something. I'm like, I'm just not going to put that in the background of my streams. So I finally found one that I really liked. See if I can find it here. There it is. Hopefully you can see it pretty well. This is what I always wanted Evangelion to be, frankly. Isn't that cool? You may have seen this image before, but I just really love that version of these characters. Just kind of sitting there, hanging out, doing their thing. So hopefully that'll show up in the live streams here sooner or later. But I thought you'd all get a kick out of that one. So every so often I try to pick up one or two new wall scrolls just to keep the collection fresh. Exactly, it looks so normal. That was the thing when I watched Evangelion. I knew it was going to get philosophical and psychological, and it would be dark. But I'd always hoped that there would be an aspect of them being normal kids, teenagers. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, Eva's cast look great. That's kind of one of the funny things is that in that show, they're always wearing school uniform or plug suit. We don't really see them in normal clothes much, and they have great designs for that. I mean, granted, Asuka wears her, that pale yellow dress and things like that, but. I always liked that one, and there wasn't, and that doesn't mean that I would have been against an action pose or something, but I couldn't find anything that was dramatic or interesting or whatever. It was Nerve logo, that weird sort of Star Wars-esque thing of Shinji like this and the girls on either side of him, which I always thought was, an effective poster, but it just kind of is the Evangelion poster, so. It's one of the reasons I really liked the EVO 1.0 initial reveal poster, the one with all the characters on the staircase, because it has that aspect of normality, but you know what's coming. It's them in this very mundane space, which I think works very well for Evangelion. How weird Evangelion can be. Evangelion's a trip. So, yep, that's that. All right, it is 10 o'clock. We've been going for about an hour now. I think that'll do it for us for tonight. So again, thank you all for the advice. Like I said, I think I will go ahead and do a separate YouTube channel at some point, if just to have a spare, frankly. But I'll let you all know how that progresses. I think it would not be a bad idea to have that off just in case. So we'll see. Anyway, that is life. And again, we'll continue doing this for a while, but who knows? So that's going to be it for this week. Thank you all for the excellent conversation, as always. Every week we have a really great conversation there. Good luck, Jay, with all the ice cream and all the stuff you're making there. Good luck, everyone, with their Hobby Hopper baking experiments this week. And hope to see you all next week. I'm not going to do Nadia because we're way behind JJ from where you are. So I'll go ahead and try to catch up with Nadia, and then we will do Nadia again next week. So thank you all so much. Have a great week. Until next time, watch more anime. Oh, wait, I have a thing. Do I still have it here? Yes. I wanted to answer a question at the end of the stream. What did we learn on the show tonight, Brent? If you know what that's a reference to, I applaud you. What did we learn tonight? We learned that things change, and that's okay. We learned that there's a lot of weird stuff out there. There's fear around the coronavirus, but we don't have to be afraid. Be careful. Pay attention, but don't freak out. And we learned that Evangelion fans will buy anything. I think that's it.